Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good morning, I'm Glenn Kittle, and this is your latest news update from Western Mass News. Springfield police responded to Boston Road and Parker Street early yesterday morning for reports of a car accident and 2 gunshot victims. One man died on the scene, and one woman who was driving the car was taken to a local hospital with serious injuries. The Springfield Police Homicide Unit is now investigating. Pittsfield Fire and Police responded to Merrill Road yesterday afternoon for a car crash with serious injuries after a Chevy Silverado pickup truck collided with a Subaru Forester. 2 occupants in the Subaru were taken to the hospital for their injuries. The third person was airlifted to Albany Medical Center for life-threatening injuries. And Springfield is the home of basketball, and last night it was home to the Legends, as 12 new inductees were enshrined into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Hundreds of people flocked in downtown Springfield to Springfield Symphony Orchestra to watch the biggest names in basketball take to the red carpet for the enshrinement ceremony. Also available for fans earlier in the day was an autograph signing session featuring Hall of Famers Gary Payton, Alonzo Mourning, and Cheryl Swoops.
Good Sunday morning, everyone. I'm First Alert meteorologist Leah Murphy. A bit of a damp and muggy start this morning, and we did miss out on a lot of the severe weather that we were expecting for your day yesterday. As we head through the rest of the day today, we'll start to see the cloud cover decreasing. We'll give way to some good sunshine. There's a low chance for an isolated pop-up shower, but I do think a lot of us stay dry, and temperatures will be getting into the middle 80s today. Overnight tonight, we'll see mainly clear skies. We'll see a little bit of some cloud cover early tomorrow morning, but again, another dry start to your day on Monday with a good blend of sun and clouds as we head into Monday afternoon. It will be a bit on the muggy side, but tomorrow will be the least humid day out of the next several days. So we are going to be on tap for a nice dry day. Temperatures in the lower 80s across the area. We're watching a system that looks to come in for early Tuesday morning, which could bring in the chance for some soaking rain, and the humidity definitely ramps back up as well. We dry things out for Wednesday and Thursday, Friday becoming the most humid day of the week, as well as the chance for another round of soaking rain throughout most of the day. And then we do wrap things up for your day on Saturday and Sunday with a blend of sun and clouds. Have a great day, everyone.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.